Chapter 13, Betrayal and Bedlam. Hopefully you're all having a great day. The Summer Solstice has taken a dark turn. Mara, your so-called witch ally, has just revealed herself as the mistress of deceit. And Kane has been on our side all along. Liar. Kane would never betray us like that. Yeah, he's our friend. Damn. I've seen him charm the pants off witches before, but this is a whole new level. Enough, Mara. Whatever alliance used to exist between us is over. Please, Kane, we both know you could never really let me go. Mara, leave Kane out of this. I don't want to even hear his name in your mouth. Nothing about you even makes sense. I mean, what about that chalice you gave us? The chalice did come from a murdered coven. I just wasn't a part of it. Either way, it is stupid of you to hand it over. It made us stronger. As you size up Mara's reinforcements, you realize that you've been particularly inhuman wraith standing at her right shoulder. Your name is Callow, isn't it? How do you know that? We know a lot of things, like what happened to your friend Gnarl. Why are you serving someone who doesn't value your life? Callow exchanges a look with the others, and unnerved takes a hesitant step backwards. Even if you win here today, you know he'll just as likely kill you anyway. You've seen it. As you watch, Callow's face tricks, and the truth of what you've said, and her resolve hardens. You're on your own, Mara, come on. We're not wasting our lives for the Wraith King anymore. Callow and the Wraith at her side turn and flee. For the first time, Mara loses her cool, shrieking after them. I'll hunt you down myself, traitor. You'll beg to return to the Wraith King before I finish with you. Looks like the odds are in our favor after all. It doesn't matter. I was sent to watch your baby sister, Kane. Warned his way into your life. And now, we're here to end you. I'll hand to you, Peter. Brooks, take Penny. Get her to safety. But... No buts. I can't focus if I don't know you're safe. Reluctantly, Penny follows after Brooks through the woods. Brooks hesitates at the edge of the clearing to look back at all of you. Don't lose, Willow. I don't intend to. They leave. You glance at Kane, who's glaring at Mara with pure hatred. Rainier's tracking them both, ready to strike. Tell me now, Kane, are you with us? I'm with you. As am I. Then let's finish this. Mara bares her teeth at you in a feral smirk, and then suddenly she's on you. You think quickly for a way to fend her off. Hit Mara in her weak point, because we learned that. Otherwise, for those of you who don't have it, I would say pause time or use a defensive spell. Either one sounds good. Probably pause time, though. Mara chokes, flies back as you strike the left side of her chest, just as Kane taught you, giving you time to focus on the other race attacking your sisters. That was satisfying. The other race turn shocked eyes on you, giving you and your sisters a wide berth. Saf and Maggie look at you in awe. Damn, Willow. You really came in clutch. Thank you. Thank Kane, also. He's the one who taught me. And where exactly did Kane pick up that trick? Mind your business, Goldie. Your crystal dagger in hand, you defend yourself as best as you can, wincing to hear your sisters and Lakshmi fighting beside you. You think that frail little needle is going to do anything against me? She laughs and you lunge at her, but she swiftly is away like the smoke, reappearing in front of Sav. Stay still so I can hit you. Get back. You slash into Mara's backup race. Technically one and the same, but Mara herself is stronger and faster, and you're getting seriously worn out. Through the roiling smoke and inky shadows of the wraith, sunbeams suddenly exude from out of the folds of your dress as you swirl and fight. Stay back. As if you've tapped into the power of the sun itself, your connection with the solstice seems to warm you from within, and then flare out in a burst. Mara and Peter wince and stumble backwards, blinded. What the hell, Kane? You didn't tell us she could do that. Have you considered that I haven't been on your side after all? Wow, mistress, did someone get deceived? Haha! You lunge for Mara, and in her bewilderment, you wrench her arm behind her back. You should have just stabbed her in her back. But a swirl of brimstone stinking shadow, she dematerializes and reappears 5 feet away. Should have just stabbed her. Maggie slips out of the liminal space to escape the clutches of her evil ex, but Mara materializes right beside her. Is it just me, or did someone slip these guys a super serum? Oh, is it all a bit much for you, darling? Your enemies look somewhat ragged. The one called Callow is nowhere to be seen. Peter's breathing heavily, and there are a few piles of ash where the race used to be. Give up, fools! But Mara stands strong and powerful. She's not alone, and you're not sure how much longer you and your allies can resist. It's the Wraith King. He's closer and making them stronger. Whatever, we can still take her. Mara's face turns ugly. She whips around, opening her palm to release a blast of magic that hurls Lakshmi and Maggie into the woods like rag dolls. No! In an instant, Kane has Mara by the throat, both of their dark auras flaring. Mara, stop this. While Kane glares in fury at the triumphant Mara behind them, the bonfire begins to swirl and spark around Saf. I don't take orders from you anymore. I've been promoted. The flames suddenly engulf Saf. You stagger back, not knowing if you should scream or cheer. Saf? Holy. Leave my sisters alone! In a protective rage drawing from the elemental magic of the solstice, Saf flares before you as being made of pure fire. Saf slams her flaming body into one of the race after another, turning them instantly into ash. No! The Wraith, calling himself Peter, starts blistering and burning, falling to his knees, just as Maggie charges from the woods behind him. I've been having this recurring dream lately. I think it's time to make it a reality. She produces a red, glowing baseball bat out of nowhere. Peter's eyes widen. You can't! Maggie swings with a final, sickening thwack. The light leaves Peter's eyes and his body dissolves in a shadow. Not possible! Well, seems to be. Looks like it's not just, it looks like it's just you now, Mara. Want me to burn her too? Not yet, I want her to answer for her crimes. Oh, I would have just burned her. In a flash of light, Rainier disappears and returns with an injured Lakshmi, her arm slung across Rainier's shoulder. Stay with him. I better go check on the mortals. She hurries off after Penny and Brooks, and Mara shrieks, furious and helpless in Kane's grasp. Why are you still pretending to be on their side, Kane? I'm done pretending, Mara. Kane cares about us. Face it, Mara, he's on our side now. You could never make us doubt him. Kane looks between you, Saf, and Maggie with an expression that makes you ache. You three. Thank you. But Mara scoffs. Kane was plotting your downfall like a month ago. He doesn't give a damn about you. This is ridiculous. Kane is a spy. He's working for us the entire time. The Wraith King sent me to bring you back, Kane. You're not needed here anymore. He has bigger plans for you now. Kane, tell me she's lying. Tell me you were never a spy. I was spying in the beginning. Oh no, we're all shocked by this revolution. No one is. Your stomach sinks and you're overcome with a profound disappointment. Rainier grips his blade tighter. I should have known you couldn't be trusted. Oh my god, you're all short-sighted. Things changed. I changed. I decided to desert the Wraith King for good after Willow and I went to New York. Don't be stupid, Kane. The Wraith King will still take you back if... I'm done with him, Mara. You should be too. Once he's gone, we can take our hearts, our names back. There will be a better life for us. You don't know that for sure. That'll work. Maybe not, but it's our best chance. A flicker of doubt crosses her face for the briefest instant, and you take the opportunity to step forward. Mara, you should Be your own boss. Aren't you sick of having to carry out the Wraith King's orders? If you leave his side, then you can work for your own self-interests. Mara furrows her brows, eye darting from side to side. And then she breaks out of Kane's hold in a fit of spite and disappears in a cloud of smoke. Saf's power fades, and she sags against a picnic bench, exhausted. I feel like I need an ice bath. Kane's eyes flick to you warily, as you stare at him in disbelief, your voice broken. Kane, how could you not tell us you were spying on us? We trusted you. Common sense is a thing. I trusted you. None of it was real, was it? It was, Willow. I know you won't believe me, but I never said anything I didn't mean. I swear, I care about this coven and I want to bring down the Wraith King. But that's not how it started. What did you think, he was a goody two-shoes wraith this entire time, Goldie? No, it's not. Kane, are you okay? He blinks in surprise, but Maggie cuts in furiously before he can answer. Who gives a damn if he's okay? He's been lying to us from the start. The only reason you aren't dead, Wraith, is because I need to know how deep this treachery runs. How could you? I thought we were friends. Kane holds his hands out to his sides, open, harmless, his expression for once without pretense or guile. I'll say what I should have said from a long time ago. If you need to smite me after, Goldie, do what you need to do. I was sent by the Wraith King to destroy you from the inside, but the more time I spent with you, the more doubts I had. Yeah, right. Give him a chance. After New York, I decided I wouldn't go back. That maybe you three could actually go the distance and finally finish this. That's, that I do this thing for real. I throw my lot in with you and let the chips fall where they may. You think I saved you from that maze if I was going to betray you, expose my disloyalty to Ferris? I'm glad you came to your senses. A ghost of a smile passes over his face. Yeah? It doesn't mean I trust you. You should have come clean earlier. I shouldn't have to find out from Mara. Yeah. Look in his eyes, trying to find something that was there. What was there before? Something worth holding on to. His gaze softens. Look, I can't promise something I don't have, Willow, but I'm sorry for what it's worth. I promise I'll never lie or hurt you again. I don't know how I'm supposed to believe that, Kane. I just can't believe this. All this time. Saf, Quiet. We need to figure out what to do with you now that you've betrayed us. If we leave him alone, alive, he'll just run back to the Wraith King. You can't really be suggesting we kill him. Killing him would be too easy. You all turn to Rainier, whose furious expression has melted a bit. I was a fool for trusting you in the end, Kane. His eyes go wide, Maggie's face is a mask of rage, and Saf has tears streaming down her cheeks. Kane, I think you should go. I just have one question. Where's option number 3, where we all have our head up our ass? Where's that one? I wish it didn't have to be like this. Kane throws a half-hearted smirk at you, but it doesn't reach his eyes. Me too, sweetheart. More than you know. He backs away, the old mask of charm on his face, though somewhat askew. He meets your eyes a final time and then disappears behind a veil of shadow. Goodbye, Kane. Saf throws her arms around your shoulders, trembling as you stand there numbly taking it all in. Laxmi emerges from the woods with Penny and Brooks. This is the worst timing, but I need to go back to the sanctum. You have to go now. Things have gotten worse than we could have ever imagined. I need to make sure my people are safe. If you must go, Penny and I can help wraith ward the area and see your coven home safely. Rainier rests a hand on your shoulder and searches your face. I'll come back as soon as I'm able. Will you be okay until then? I'm the anchor. Isn't it my job to be okay? With a last worried look, Rainier teleports away, and you and your friends clean up the remnants of your solstice celebration in stunned silence. Later at night, you're laying in bed, heart aching and alone. Your sisters are out setting wards around Penny's and Brooks so the house is quiet. Gus gently butts her head against your hand. I can't believe I trusted Kane. He seemed like he was genuinely wanted to help. Was sending him away the right choice? No, but, you know, head up ass. You think of all the smiles, the sweet words, the way he looked at you. I want to believe his feelings were real, but when did it stop being a lie? You jump as a flash of light heralds the arrival of Rainier at the foot of your bed. Gus leaps to her feet and skitters out of the room. Rainier. You start to remember him, remind him of the knocking roll, but something makes you stop. Rainier, ever composed, looks rattled. What's wrong? What's happening in Sanctum? Rainier sits down heavily beside you on the edge of your bed. The race and the Guardians are at war. Weren't they always? Guardians defend our covens against the occasional attack, but now legions of race are mobilizing at our doors. They found Sanctum, Willow. They are going to invade. We have no choice but to take the fight to them. This will be a battle unlike anything the world has ever seen. Where are your sisters? Warding the coffee shop and apothecary against race. Now that Kane won't be coming around us anymore. Good. At least you'll be safe. There's tension and resignation in every taut muscle of his body, and then it hits you. You're leaving us, aren't you? I volunteered to fight on the front lines. What do you mean, you volunteered? We need every last soldier to turn the tide of this war. Won't that be dangerous for you? A slow, cocky half-smirk crosses his face. It'll be more dangerous for the race. But you're putting yourself in harm's way. I have a duty to my people. He tilts up your chin to meet his steadfast gaze, gently, somewhat, in the moonlight. And to you. I can't believe this. How long will you be gone? Oh, 2 to 6 weeks, It's a war thing. Clearly there's a timetable. Hours, days, I can't say for sure. But no matter what trials are ahead, Willow, your coven is destined to overcome them. How can you be so sure? How could I not? For the briefest moment, Rainier lays a hand on your cheek, his expression soft and full of confidence and affection. Far too quickly, he lets his hand drop. I'll do whatever it takes to return to you, but if I don't... You will. And if I don't, please know what an honor it has been to serve as your guardian. His tone is so gentle, you're startled, but when he abruptly stands to leave, pausing briefly to give you a glance full of longing. Wait, that's it? You leap from the bed, grabbing his arm to stop him from disappearing. His expression is patient, but full of hardened resolve. Willow, I can't stay. I can't lose you. What about us? How can you just leave? You know how much I care about you, and I know you care about me. Don't you? It's because I care about you that I have to go. As much as you try not to let your emotions rule you, tears fill your eyes. But why? This may be our best option to prevent more covens falling victim to a race. I'm doing this to protect you most of all. I don't want to lose you. I can't. Rainier cradles your face tenderly in the palm of his hand, smiling sadly. You need to let me go, Willow. I won't. Take your hands from me, Willow. Please don't make this harder. No. Oh god, she's turned into a 12-year-old. Rainier's patience frays. You glare defiantly until the intensity in his eyes crackles and finally breaks. If you don't let me go... He seizes you by the shoulders and growls, backing you against a wall. What are you gonna do, Rainier? You make your voice soft, daring him. You're both panting, head bowed, closed, foreheads nearly touching. His eyes flutter closed. I don't like this any more than you do, but I have to go. There's so much pain and longing in this expression that it makes you ache. Your eyes meet, and you feel the weight of all of his responsibility crashing down on you. You expect him to push you away as your bodies surge up against his, but he does the opposite. Willow. And he's kissing you back, clumsily, desperate, but full of a passionate certainty. Please don't tell me this is wrong, Rainier. It feels more right than anything I've ever felt. His arms encircle you and press yourselves together like the only warmth of your bodies will keep you from afloat in the coming war. But if I didn't let go, not yet. The moment reverberates between the two of you, still impossibly close, but for this moment, the impossible seems almost within your grasp if you simply were to reach for it. Spend one night of passion with Rainier before he goes off to war. Look, he's in white tighties. Look at it. You know how those goes. Goes to a certain point, we have to get rid of it because of you two. Rainier's gaze pierces in you, your lips part in a sharp inhale as you take in his meaning, and you reach up to cup his jaw lovingly. I want this, Rainier, but what about your rules? We're going to war, Willow. I might lose my life. Tonight, nothing and no one can stop me from showing the depth of my devotion to you. Rainier's palm cradles the back of your head and draws you to him in a passionate kiss as he guides you gently back towards the bed. He's never kissed you like this before, completely without restraint, and it makes you dizzy with the full force of his need. Willow, I'm gonna tell you something, because if I don't, I'll regret it forever, but don't feel as though you have to say it back. I'm desperately in love with you. I mean, she's kind of had a crush on him throughout this entire book, so... His eyes light up. Truly. I've been trying to tell you for ages. His lips trail down the side of your throat. Me too, in different ways every time I say, be careful. He drops a kiss to your collarbone. Every time I turn away in frustration, he brings his lips back up to your ear. What I really meant was I love you. Rainier's feverish as he kisses you, like a drowning man, and you are his heir. His hands are at your waist, slipping underneath your shirt. Do you even realize how precious you are to me? You stand straighter as he tugs the shirt over your head while you kick off your pajama bottoms. When you're finally standing bare before him, he sucks in a breath at the side of you. Willow, you're the most beautiful being in existence. Huh. Very yellow. You blink back tears of happiness as Rainier gazes worshipingly at you. You and groans when he leans in to press kisses to your bare shoulders. I would do anything for you, Willow, anything. In that case, I want you to take control. Desire flares in his eyes, and you gasp as he seizes you by the waist, claiming your mouth in a heated kiss. With pleasure. His legs part. He pulls you in, so you're standing between them. His strong hands trace invisible shapes along your bare back, making you shiver. Words fail you, and Rainier begins kissing a hot trail down your chest to your stomach. You grip his chest or shoulders to keep your shaking legs from buckling. You have no idea how long I've waited to see you like this, to have you. Actually, I think I know exactly what you mean. Grinning, you grab him into a kiss, working to free him of his armor. Your breath catches as you drink in the sight of Rainier, unarmored, undressed, and for once unrestrained. Are all guardians as beautiful as you? Is that a rhetorical question, or are you planning on finding out for yourself? His kiss has something of a teasing bite to it, making you laugh. Saucy, I like it. Is that how you are when you throw caution to the wind? No. He pulls you into his lap, making you gasp, murmuring against your lips. This is what I'm like when I throw caution to the wind. He kisses you sweet, slow, working his way down until you're arching and tugging him closer. I can't believe this is actually happening. I feel like I'm dreaming. I never thought you would... I adore you, Willow. I'm tired of pretending like I don't. And I fully intend to show you how much. He lays you down on the bed with shattering tenderness, kissing further down your body until your hands grip the blankets and you're trembling. His lips crush the most sensual parts of you, and your thighs begin to shake. You throw your head back and groan. You want more? Yes, I want everything you got. Be careful what you wish for. He presses you against the bed, and you gasp as you can feel his heated breath return to your sense of skin. You reach for him, pulling him closer. He kisses your jaw fiercely, and you groan in unison when he rolls his hips against you. Willow, I never thought I always dreamed that we could... I'm here now, Rainier. He groans with long-delayed yearning for you, pressing him in closer. Every inch of your skin is touching his. Nothing and no one has ever made me feel the way you do. You gasp, speechless, as he kisses you. Your bodies moving together in perfect sync, seeking more of each other. He's endlessly patient, instantly responsive to your every sound, and seemingly intent on drawing this out for as long as possible. I never want this to end. I want you just like this forever. And stay with me just like this. But you can't help it. You sink deeper into the world that only you and Rainier inhabit until you're clutching at his neck and gasping. The house is empty, isn't it? You nod frantically, wishing for more of him, unable to think of anything else. I want to be your undoing, so I'm going to make you loud. I'm going to make you loud. It's cute. His voice takes on a scandalous tone that you've never heard before, as each of his roll of his hips takes you to your very peak. Pleasure crashes into you like an avalanche, making you numb to everything else, and your mouth falls open in a cry. That wasn't as graphic as I was thinking Pixelberry would be for that one. It was actually tame. That's why I just kept going. Time passes between your reckoning. Or maybe it stops altogether, just an eternity of heat and soft touches, of nothing else mattering but his body moving with yours. You catch your breath as he tucks you beside him in a bed, trailing idle fingertips up and down your side. That was incredible. To be fair, I'd planned what I wanted to do for you for a long time. You poke him teasingly, and he indulges you with a smile full of fondness. Will you get in trouble for this, though? He sighs and looks up at the ceiling, folding one arm behind his head, his tone for once is cavalier. I'm putting my life on the line for my fellow guardians. I think they can let me have this one thing. Damn. You must really like me. No, I must really love you. A giggle escapes your lips, taking both of you by surprise. I love you too. I can't believe I get to say it just that easy. I love you, Rainier. He caresses your cheek adoringly, so you see clearly when his smile takes a sad turn. Willow. He takes your hand gently and kisses each knuckle individually and then sighs. I hate to leave you now. I should have realized this would only make it harder. I wish I could stay like this, by your side forever. Your heart drops. Then come back soon. Safe and sound, you hear me? In the same shape I left you. I swear I'll do just that. Trust me, there's no better motivation than returning home to you. Nothing I want less to do in the universe than leave such a beautiful woman alone in bed. Reluctantly, he leaves your bed and gets dressed, pausing to lean over and give you one long, tender kiss. Stay safe, Willow. Only if you promise to do the same. You meet your eyes, a small smile of pride glinting there. I will. I'm a soldier in the battle of light over darkness, Willow. I'll do everything in my power to make it back safe to you. You better. Flashbang. He smiles fondly, steps back into a flash of warm, blinding white light. When you open your eyes again, it's to an empty room. Reluctantly, you roll out of bed, put on your pajamas and stare at the ceiling, the ghost of Rainier's touch still lingering on your skin. Rainier. You fall back to bed, and a swirl of emotion besides you. Your phone buzzes. So, today sucked. We're gonna be okay. How can you be so sure? Because I have to be sure. Well, look on the bright side. At least nobody got stabbed. I feel like an idiot for trusting Kane. You're not the only one who did. You okay, Willow? Can we talk about something else, something positive? I mean, at least some good came out of all this. Yeah, like what? Saf's powers evolved. Oh my god, yeah. Talk about badass. Seriously amazing work. Thank you, thank you. Still, you'll be able to do that after the solstice? I don't know, but it would be cool while it lasted. Anyway, you should come out to the backyard. I'm doing a thing. I'm already in bed. Do we have to? Yes! Do we really have to? You and Maggie meet Saf outside, following the sound of her voice to a cluster of trees. You find her putting finishing touches on her ritual circle. She immediately gives you a hug. I'm sorry about Kane. You were the closest to him of any of us. Say, thanks, Saf. I really thought he cared. I feel like a naive little girl just saying this, but I thought we had something special. Now that I know the truth, I'm disappointed in myself. How could I be so stupid, falling for the enemy? You're not stupid, he's stupid for leading you on like that. Willow, I know it hurts, but you can't help how you feel about him. And as hokey as this probably sounds, every relationship teaches us something about ourselves, even if it's not immediately obvious to us. Logically, I know you're right. I just wish it didn't hurt so much. Daff pulls something out of her pocket and holds it up to the porch light. Look what I rescued from the donation box. Huh. The locket that belonged to Mom. Didn't we get this for Mom for her birthday? What's the big deal about a locket? Well, I came across a spell in one of Penny's books today. It's advanced, but we can use it to summon Mom's spirit. Maybe with her help we can finish our strengthening ritual before the solstice ends, and finally get some freaking answers about this mess she left us with. We can do that? Maggie chews her bottom lip. Both your sisters turn to you. I don't know, what do you think? Diamond choice. So your mom comes back like this. Okay. Saf places Mom's locket in the center of the circle and lights a few candles before glancing both at you. Ready? Maggie, how we feeling? About to look my dead bio mom in the eye and ask her why she put me up for adoption? I don't know. How am I supposed to feel? But I'm ready. She certainly has a lot to answer for. Let's do this. Saf flips through the pages of her spellbook and begins to recite the incantation. The wind dies down to silence. A heaviness sits on your skin. Are you sure you read the spell right, Saf? I'm pretty sure. And then, without warning, all the candles and even the moonlight gutter out all at once. Ugh. In the pitch black, you think you see a featureless, formless outline hovering in the circle, like shifting moonlight. Mom? It doesn't look like her. You hold your breath, trying to see some resemblance in the ghostly form, when a disembodied, unmistakable voice that you never experienced or expected to hear again makes you freeze. Saf, Willow, Maggie. It is her. Or it's a skinwalker, what do you want? The darkness gradually subsides, moon glow once again peeking through the trees, reflecting off the ethereal specter of your mother. Mom, you have a lot of explaining to do. You emotionally abandoned us, never told us we were witches. Oh no, yeah, you gave our sister away. I was raised by foster homes. Did you know that? She barely knew what was happening with her daughters under her own roof. Your mother's ghost takes your accusations without any emotion on her featureless face. It might not be worth much, but I am sorry. At the time, I thought I was doing the right thing. How? Keeping our family's talents a secret, keeping you hidden from the Wraith King and his minions. If you were together, your kindred bond would awaken and call to the Wraith King. Our blood locked him away. It's also the key to his cage. Maggie, I could not be the mother you deserved, but I never loved you less. I made a choice that I hoped would protect all 3 of my daughters for a little longer. All I wanted was to shield you from the responsibility of your birthright. No offense, but as a person who's been abandoned by multiple parents in my life, that's a piss-poor effing excuse. My childhood sucked, so thanks for dropping me off like the runt of the litter and never checking to make sure I was okay. I should have done more. I should have been honest from the start. Saf, I should have given you more support, but I was afraid. Realizing I had 2 daughters at home instead of a son and a daughter. Does gender matters? Question mark? I knew you would be a witch, just like every woman in our family, and it would put you and your sisters at risk. I panicked. That's all you have to say for all of it? I'm sorry, Willow, for forcing you to withstand such a heavy burden alone. I'm sorry I never had a chance to make it up to any of you. Mom. Yeah, it's too late. She's technically dead. You had our whole lives to make it up to us, and now we're having to solve your mess by ourselves. I never got closure. You never reached out. Even after it turned 18, you could have done something. I never felt like you really accepted me. Even when you started calling me Saf, you always hesitated. Your mother's ghost takes all of this in with silence. So the apology is all well and good, but we actually summoned you for another reason. Oh? Our Summer Solstice ritual was interrupted by Race. I didn't get to finish my part. When you were children, I set wards against Race all over the town to keep them at bay. That's really well and all, but it's not working now. But when that wasn't enough to keep the Wraith King at bay, I made myself into a seal to prevent him from breaking out of his prison. And that's why they killed you, isn't it? I never expected they could overpower me. I secluded myself in the manor, warded it with protections, trusted no one with my secret. And still, they got to me. I'm sorry that I failed you. She shifts her arm and the locket hovers in midair. Carry this locket into battle. The magic I invested in the final seal lingers within it. Add it to your altar. It may do its part to repel the worst of the Wraith King's fury. Pluck the locket out of the air, feeling the weight of your mother's intention within it. You kept the locket for your altar. Thank you, Mom. I just wish you were still here. There's so much we could have learned from you. I have so many questions. I know, but know that I am watching over you. Trust your guardian and yourselves. Our guardian's gone. Just saying. Look out for each other. You are each other's strongest allies now. And your sisters exchange determined looks. Believe me, we know. The candles begin to flicker back to life, and your mother's silhouette flickers with them. The spell's running out. If we're going to do the ritual, we need to do it now. Mom, wait, before you go, what did you mean by our strengths are our weaknesses, and our weaknesses are our strengths? Good question. You think you see a hint of a sad smile on her indistinct features. I'm afraid that's something you'll only fully understand when the time is right. Ugh, cryptic as always. With the spirit of your mom silently observing, you hurry to complete the ritual. Saf guides you across the clearing where she lights a small campfire. She pulls out the braided rope that Penny had made for her and speaks her intention out, loud flickering a match into a bonfire. I wish to be someone my sisters can rely on. He tosses a braided rope into the fire and then clasps hands with you and Maggie. As the rope blackens, a warm sensation fills your chest. Hey, look at us! As you gaze at your sister, you realize your auras are glowing. Just as the first night you met Maggie and became witches. Wow! Yeah, but they're more intense than usual. You turn to grin triumphantly at Mom, but there's nothing there. Only the whisper of wind and the sense of a lingering smile from someone who's just left the room. Like Batman, he just poop gone. See you later, Mom. You smile fiercely at your circle of sisters, powerful, glowing in defiance of the darkness. It worked. Let's hope this helps. It can't hurt, right? Do you feel stronger? My talent doesn't really work like that, but I'm all juiced up, so I guess. I do. Let's go kick some Wraith butt. But just as you're starting to feel the surge of optimism, the earth gets a violent heave beneath your feet. Did we do that? I don't know, can we? I feel like... It feels like an earthquake. You hold tight to your sister, screaming as the ground rumbles and shakes. Horrible booms rend the air. Is it over? Are we okay? The house is still standing, at least. Looks like it escaped any damage. You race with your sisters to the house to try and survey the destruction. The house is still standing, at least. Looks like it escaped any damage. Police sirens in the distance. Car alarms shriek in the night. Screams emanate from the houses down the street. Oh my god. I was hoping for all-out chaos, but this is what we get. Look at the road. It's like Thor took his hammer to it. No way we're driving anywhere. Any chance this was natural? Wherever the Wraith King walks, suffering follows in his footsteps. You look out towards town and see nothing but a ruined, flaming horizon. Something tells me this was no earthquake. Come on, we couldn't have had a flaming ruin of town? Come on, man, like AI could have drew it. Anyway. Without further ado, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down to the description of the video. Plenty of links there. Plenty of ways to support the channel. Plenty of things to give away or give back. And ways to also join the community for discussions and things like that. Without further ado, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. What are your thoughts for this video? Who, what, when, where, and why, I guess. And how do you think we'll do in the upcoming battle? I kinda hope we all die. No. Let's be honest, we'll win, because it's this book and also Pixelberry. And also something tells me we're not done with Kane just yet. I'm sure he'll make a reappearance. Catch y'all later. Peace out.